Welcome back to the Doc of Detox show. I'm here with the lovely Sandra. And guess what? This is celebration day.
Woohoo!
For
you made it.
The 6-day advanced water fasting Q&A. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to open up for questions. So if you want to bring questions in on Rumble.
Bitchute?
No. You jumped the gun there.
Okay.
You see, this Bitcoin thing is going crazy. Watch out for Bitcoin, guys. Delete them all. So if you want to bring your questions in, do not buy into Bitcoin on my website. They will take your money, honey, and that'll be that. It's not me.
No.
All right, so if you want to bring your questions in on Rumble, YouTube, or Facebook, we'll get them all, and we'll be able to see them up here. If you want to come in on Zoom, do they have the Zoom link, guys?
I'll put it in the chat, and it's in the description of the video.
Okay, it's in the description of the video, and it's in the thread. Okay, and just know that I'm back on here at 2 o'clock. Why am I coming on 2? Because guess what? We now have the Black Diamond in a 2-ounce jar, and we're releasing it today, and we're putting it on sale for 20% off, along with, where is it here? That'll be 20% off because we're kicking it off, everybody. And then we also have the book on my head, okay? And the Black Diamond sticks, okay? All right? So the Black Diamond sticks will also be on sale for 20% off. So do you see how things can happen in your life and you kind of just let it go?
Yeah.
Don't focus on it,
No.
okay?
No.
All right? But we will fire Yarrick and send him back to the Ukraine. Okay?
He didn't have the right ponytail for the shot today, so I don't know what he was doing
That's
coming
it.
on in
I
here.
wanted to be a star. Yeah. Anyways, thanks everybody for joining us, and I know that we all have busy lives, and we would just like to make yours not so busy and more focused on loving and caring for yourself. And that's really what the 6-day advanced water fasting is.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't understand it's not just a physical cleanse, it's an emotional cleanse.
Mm-hmm.
It's learning how to feed your spirit. It's learning how to get rid of dysfunctional programs that you didn't even know you had.
Yeah.
It's amazing when somebody turns the light on, you can find the doorknob. The doorknob that actually opens up the door to many other doors, okay? So anyways, today is what we would call the celebration sale. And also, can you tell me where the script is? Can you bring the script up, Gad? Because I'd like to be able to know, or if you can't do that, please do me a favor and just tell me when the next fasting, 6-day fasting is. And you'll look at, it's in my script. Also, just know this, everyone, April the 30th will be the next New World Practitioner training. It's 12 days for the Whole Life Coach certification, and then we take a day off, and then it's, it's 9 days for the Whole Life Coach certification, and then 12 days for the Wolf Non-Surgical.
That's right.
These courses are certified by the World Organization of Natural Medicine, so understand, okay? And understand when you leave here, you'll either know how to take your life back and your families, or you will know how to start opening up a business, because we do all the business side for you, don't we?
Yep.
The website, the marketing. We show you how to do everything, and the training never stops, does it?
No.
No. We had a training here this morning at 7:30 a.m. right here. We had about 35 to 40 practitioners online, and we had about what, 25?
Mm-hmm.
25 practitioners sitting in here, and they're all getting trained, because the training never stops. Tomorrow we have another training at 7:30 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're part of our master training group, okay, just make sure that you join us, okay? You got your Zoom link already. And even if you're not, and you've never done a course with us, if you want to join our advanced master training group and you're a health practitioner and you really want the cutting edge on an emotional, nutritional level, come in, jump in, let's share. You know what, I'm going to tell you something. If we actually came together as a family and really helped each other, look, you wouldn't believe me, but guess what? I'm doing this big project here, and this is a big place. And you know, there's actually people that are actually jealous and trying to undermine the project. That's what people do. It's the craziest thing. You know, if they could just open up their minds, fill up their hearts with love, and understand we all can work together. This is a beautiful world if we just went in and found the beauty.
Yeah. We each have our unique talents, and yet we see someone else doing something that we like, and we think, oh gosh darn, That's what I want. And so we just need to go in and find our own unique beauty and move forward, and we'll all fit together like a lovely dovetail.
And we will. And there's always a bump in the road. That means slow down, take a breath.
Take a breath.
There can be a quick right hand, left hand turn.
Yep.
That just means you better know how to twist the wheel.
You better know how to handle a book falling on your head and not even notice that
Yeah.
hardly.
Yeah, and that was a heavy book. That's 360 pages. That's the perfect day
Yeah.
manual, which he probably put there and might fall on my head again. You know?
Yeah.
So this show should be called The Ukrainians Are Coming.
We'll just shimmy our chairs ahead just to make it work.
Okay.
So you're out of the zone.
All right, so anyways, yes, later on today we have HUMIC FULVIC Black Diamond Show with John, who actually makes it for us. And we have the only government sanctioned laboratory and plant in the world. We also have the only HUMIC FULVIC in the world that is heavy metal free. Now there's something you need to talk about.
Yeah. We got the certification of authenticity that you can look at those reports, because John has done such a good job with every part of that process, and we can hand you documentation.
Yeah, we show you everything that's in it and not in it.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah.
And also, let me see here, that's today, and then on Thursday, we have the Braveheart Woman Show, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and that's on, I think it's,
2.
No. 2 o'clock?
I think so.
Yeah, 2 o'clock, and then on Thursday afternoon, after them, we have the Pain-Free Pelvis Show at
Yes.
4 o'clock.
Yes.
Okay, everybody?
More Ukrainians coming your way.
So yeah, there it is right there. The sound is low, somebody's saying. I don't know, guys, if it is. Let me see, Sarah Snell. Finally got my products for the advanced water fast, including structured water unit. I look forward to doing them, look forward to doing this for me. Well, that's right, you're doing it for you.
Yeah.
What will you do for you today?
Yeah. Yeah.
What are you willing to do for you today? And what will your belief systems allow you to do for you today? That might be the better question. So anyways, everyone, if you've never heard about it before, it's called the 6-Day Advanced Water Fast. And we'll be doing another one. Can we go down and see where that is? Did you look and see? Whole Life Coach starts on the 30th, goes to May 9th, that's good. Wolf Non-Surgical, May 11th to the 22nd. If you want to find out about our courses, go to newworldpractitioner.com, everyone. Or about our personal treatment and trainings, go to personaltreatmentandtrainings.com. And if you want to come here just for treatments, go to our services. Can you go down lower, please? Okay, I need you to go and check into the calendar because you've brought up the wrong script.
You're looking for the dates for the next fast.
Yeah, and I think it's actually, so we will put it up for everyone, we will advertise it. Let me just get my
6
bearings.
weeks. 6 weeks from the 16th is
So
when we started.
it'll be just before the 30th. So it'll probably be the Wednesday just prior to the 30th, I don't have a calendar.
No.
So the Wednesday prior to April 30th, that's our kickoff. That's when I'll do a 2-hour session. I'll go through the perfect day diet, everything you need to do to prepare for the 6-Day Advanced Water Fast for 2 weeks. You don't have to do it, but if you do it, you'll make it a lot easier on yourself. To lighten that load on an emotional, physical level is really the key.
Yeah.
So,
Thinking, what are your belief systems going to allow you to do? If you're going to jump into something like a fast and not do a little bit of prep work, then that's just a harsh belief system that you're just going to take yourself all the way instead of getting prepared and taking those beginning first steps and making sure that you can lay the groundwork for a successful fast instead of jumping in and then having to get all upset and, oh, you've really just redone your program of, I maybe mess everything up or something. So let's just take a breath, take those first beginning few steps, make sure you're prepared, and then get ready for success.
and do this if you'd like. You can get a perfect day consult.
Yeah, that would be good.
And if you get a perfect day consult, you're getting on the 2-week protocol. But you're getting yourself a guide and a coach, and Sandra's one of them. And you can call Sandra as often as you need to, and for the rest of your life.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay?
We're here to coach you to become your first practitioner so that you don't have to go running for someone else and for someone else's help and maybe you can't get through or something. To be your own first practitioner means that you can really squelch, and my thought train just went back to all the panic attacks I used to have. When I'm my first practitioner, I know just to take a couple deep breaths. I already know the answer. I just simply need to connect my breath and then I can move forward. So it's really fun and it's really gratifying to come and work with people and just say, you know what, you just need to slow down for a couple of minutes here. Let's remember, we've learned this, we've learned that, and there you go. Now you know your answers. So
Catch the program
yeah.
and buy into unconditional love for yourself.
Yeah, and then you know you've got your own back, that you're the one, you're your own hero.
Isn't that it?
Yeah.
Sarah says, guys, just write your questions. You know what everybody does? They wait until the end of the show.
Yeah.
And then they throw all these questions at us.
Yeah.
Okay, so think about, what did nobody ever answer for you or couldn't answer for you? You know what? Why is it that health is such a mystery? Well, because you're not supposed to have it. That's the first clue.
Right.
Okay. Sarah Snell, my husband said he will do the fast with me this time.
Nice.
Is heavy weight training, grappling exercise a bad idea while fasting? Well, here's the deal. When you do the 2 week, okay, when you do this 2 week perfect day,
Prep work.
and you don't have to do it if you don't want to, you can just jump into the 6th day if you're like that. But we try to do things that is a loving, gentle, baby steps that says, I love you body.
Right.
Because understand something, everyone. You are not talking about 75 years ago. 75 years ago, up until then, 50 years ago, you could actually do a fast, a water fast, okay? And I'll tell you what, you go ahead and do it today, it'll rip your head off. First of all, how many people have chronic fatigue? How many people are totally toxic? And they are. So let me tell you something right now. I said this morning. I did a cancer webinar, and I said this morning that here we are, guys, and you can believe it or not believe it, but today the definition of health is not being in the hospital. It's you know, you can have diabetes and heart disease and you consider yourself healthy because you're not in a crisis on your way to the hospital. So the reality is that people can be programmed in a way to believe the craziest things. So back 75 years ago, there wasn't the GMOs, was there? There wasn't even 3G, 4G, 5G. There wasn't blue light poisoning everyone. Thank God I have these Teslas. But there wasn't blue light poisoning everyone, and that's 10,000 teenagers are being diagnosed every day with cataracts. Your kids, if they're addicted to the blue light tablet, to the blue light TV, to the blue light phone, to the blue light computer, they're going to have cataracts. Isn't that just great? Nobody had cataracts until they were 85 and 90, 75 years ago. So understand something. The diet changed, the whole lifestyle changed. Okay, let's get back to this though. So now 75 years ago, you could do, when you did a water fast, do you know what you were fasting for? You were fasting getting rid of organic waste, not GMOs, not chemicals, not heavy metals that they've stuck in everything, in the air, in the water, in the food. So the reality is, have you ever heard of this one? You know what? I'm starting to feel really crappy. Okay? So guess what? When I feel crappy, that's a signal. And that's a signal to go and do a fast or a cleanse. And then I'm going to do this 10-day cleanse or this 7-day cleanse or 21-day cleanse. And I'm going to unleash all of that garbage as much as I can from my large intestine, from my liver, from my lymph system, from my kidneys, from my lungs, from my sweat glands. And then I'm going to feel like crap. And also remember, I started off feeling crappy, which means my energy levels have to be low because to deal with all that crap.
Good point.
Now, why would you want to look at natural health as emergency care? We run the same paradigm. You go to a doctor only when you're broken, only when you're in a 911 emergency. That's when we go. We don't go before that.
Yeah.
Why do we wait and punch ourselves in the face and then go.
Yeah.
Okay, so we do the same thing in natural health. You know what? I'm going to do that cleanse. Well, I'm feeling pretty crappy. Oh, I need to lose another 15 pounds.
Yeah.
And it could be 15 pounds of water, 15 pounds of fat. But we know that in the fat are a lot of heavy metals, a lot of chemicals and toxins.
Yeah.
So here's the deal. What if you were to create the perfect day from the minute you woke up until you went to bed? What if you took daily cleansing tea, right here, daily cleansing tea. If you took that morning and night, and you also did black gold, okay? And you just did those two things. You just staved off 85% of all the symptoms that you suffer from day in and day out, just by buying these two things. So the large intestine is the holy grail. And if you actually got into doing like a coffee enema, okay, and then using proper enema coffee, and then doing an ultimate coffee enema by using maybe a little bit of black diamond, or using, if you didn't want to do that, the black gold and the tummy love. It's the only thing that cleans the liver. If you actually had your colon working and your liver working, how does that help? Does it help you at all?
Oh yeah, that helps a lot.
So now you've taken the cork out, you've changed the filter, and guess what? They're not going to tell you this. You know what? I need you sick. I need you sick, and I need you to buy all the poisonous foods we make. Food corporations pretty well only make toxic foods. Farmers and gardeners make healthy foods,
Live food.
but not factory farming.
No.
Factory farming make GMOs. Factory farming do pesticides. Factory farming have already stripped all the minerals out of the soil and killed all the microorganisms, because you need those, just as you need the microorganisms in your large intestine.
So if we do these first few steps that he's talking about, and then just simply schedule your fast instead of waiting until we feel crappy, again, that's another step to having a successful fast and having a successful body, having a body that likes having you as the master controller, because you're taking those steps ahead of time instead of getting into an emergency situation and then trying to do something drastic when your energy is already low. So again, all these steps can be considered just a part of your preparation, and then you take the step just to schedule it. You're not going to wait until you're feeling terrible. And again, it's just another successful way to go about managing your life and your body.
Hey guys, can you please take a look in the calendar? Look in the calendar and check around the few days prior to April 30th and tell me when the advanced water fast kicks off. And then see if you can actually put that up for me up here, so I can go through the whole schedule with people, okay? So understand this. So if you were to actually love, honor, and respect yourself, what would your day look like? And do you think you would ever have to run to the hospital unless you were in a car accident or fell down the stairs accidentally?
Yeah.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah.
And guess what? Would you have to go saying, I've got to do a deep cleanse, I feel like crap? And understand something, everybody, you better get this. If you buy into this perfect day thing, you're not going to find yourself laying in bed and not being able to get out. You're aching and paining, no energy, and sweats and fevers and throwing up. All of that. I mean, it's got to come out one hole or another. If you're going to fill yourself up with garbage, you got to throw it up, you got to poop it out, you got to
Or your body's going to store it.
or you got to have a tumor or a boil or a pimple
put it, yeah.
or a cyst. How are we doing so far?
Yeah.
So you're either storing it or you're blowing it out like a whale. So, and some of you know, whale.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So understand this, that if you could just get it, that the whole of what we would call civilization and society has bought into poisoning themselves on an emotional and physical level, opting into it, not of choice, but of programming. Okay?
So a serious question about the husband. Heavy weightlifting and different grappling exercises during a water fast.
Well, first of all, fasting does not get rid of muscle.
Okay.
6-day water fast will not get rid of any of his muscle.
Okay.
It will get rid of the fat that's attached to the muscle.
Okay.
And
Fair
understand, if you were to open up somebody's body after they pass on, and you would see to the measurement of fat that they have on the outside, you can see them fat. That fat is on the inside. It can be anywhere from an 1/8 inch to 2 inches thick, wrapped around your organs and your muscles. So you have to understand that when you actually do not a water fast, but an advanced water fast, and I'm not going to get into all the details about that, but here's the deal. So he gets into the Perfect Day program for 2 weeks, and he does the Perfect Day. So what he's on in the Perfect Day is just the way I live. I mean, I live like that 85%. Okay? So you get in the Perfect Day, and you do that for 2 weeks. So what you're doing is you're lubricating the rusty door hinges so that when you go to open the door, it doesn't just rip off.
Yeah.
Okay? So it opens gently, not even a squeal. Okay? So then when he's going into the fast, or anybody, the body's preparing now because the digestive tract is preparing to shut down. It takes 3 days.
Yeah.
Now, if you're doing that and after the Perfect Day, like during the Perfect Day, he can get away with it, but he will know when he's supposed to stop. He's going, wow, I feel a little weaker. You're not feeling weak because you're losing muscle. You're feeling weak because when you do an advanced water fast with our advanced nutraceuticals that don't turn on your digestive tract, they bypass the Krebs cycle. That's the whole key. They give you more energy. Okay, they make more stem cells. They create more autophagy, which we'll talk about. And the reality is, if you want the energy to go inside and heal you, then don't be outside expending the energy.
Yeah.
So by the 3rd day of the 6-day advanced water fast, that's when people hit the wall. So that's the 3rd day. You got to respect yourself, love yourself, connect to your breath.
Yeah.
Don't do a whole bunch on the 3rd day and do nothing more than you need to do. Make sure you're taking a 5-minute break every hour, just where you're breathing so that you can realign, center yourself so you can work efficiently or just feel good. Okay, so yeah, if he does any exercise that's heavy like that,
Yeah.
then don't do it.
Yeah.
Because now you're diverting the energy to go in
Yeah.
to get rid of what? Every autoimmune disease. Every autoimmune disease, from arthritis to cancer, it'll work on.
Yeah.
Because when you go into the 3rd day and you completely shut down your digestive tract, autophagy comes up, stem cell making comes up, and now anything that's not supposed to be in there is getting eaten up, and anything that needs to be restored, the stem cells are being sent to the eyeball, to the heart, to the liver,
Yeah.
to the breast, wherever it needs to go to repair.
Yeah. So think about if you're heavy lifting and you're doing exercises, you're sending your energy out to your arms and your legs. And we want to leave it here so that all those things that Dr. Darwell just talked about can happen and happen easily.
Well, we need 85% to 90% of that energy in our core. And the reality is when that 3rd day, when your digestive tract shuts down, 70% of the energy that it took to digest 3 meals is now going internal. And guess what? Fasting is a natural process of the body.
Yeah.
Jesus used to fast 40 days.
Yeah.
Did he fast because he was an alcoholic? No. Did he fast because he was a drug addict? No. Did he fast because he was overweight? No. Why did Jesus fast? Jesus fasted to realign himself into the spirit. Feed the spirit, you heal the body. He wanted to vibrate high enough that he could connect with source.
Yeah.
Call source whatever you want. But that 40-day fast was not because he was detoxifying, because he hit Dunkin' Donuts. I know, but let's.
Yep, you're exactly right.
So that's why you could do a water fast. But now in today's society, with the blue light, with the EMF, with the GMOs, with the chemicals, and all the toxins that are inside of us, when we go to let go of that, you better be doing Black Diamond. I'll tell you that right now. There is not another product in the world, and it's not a product pitch. There's not another product in the world that will actually, pick up heavy metals, pick up toxic chemicals, GMOs, and drop off semi-mitral nutrients and crosses the blood cell barrier of the brain and all the cells in your body.
It's the FULVIC portion is a molecule mover. So
there's HUMIC and FULVIC in Black
There
Diamond.
is, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's in a nano form. We have the only nano HUMIC FULVIC that is heavy metal free. So, so the reality is if you take that, we have about 5 things that people take when they go through it, right? They do the infinite iodine, they do the ionic calcium, they do the Black Diamond, they do this one here. They do the Ormus minerals, but they do the IGF, usually 300. Okay, anybody over the age of 30. IGF 300 will actually, during a fast, not turn on your digestive tract, bypass the Krebs cycle, guess what it does? It actually will give you energy like you're young again. But you do not go and say, I'm going to run 10 miles and then do the fast. Will it kill you? No. Will you steal the energy that was going into your body because we needed you to calm down, to go in and eat up the garbage, and then restore the tissues of the organs or the joints or the ligaments?
Yeah.
Or muscles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. We want the energy in our core.
Yeah, okay, let's see what we got for questions. How's that? Or would you like to say something?
Nope, we're good.
Okay, let's go back and take a look at the questions. I have a video that teaches the non-surgical body treatments. I wouldn't be able to get down to Mexico for a few months, and I need the body work now. Let me explain something to you, okay? And this is the truth, and I will give you a money-back guarantee on this. And Sandra, she doesn't lie at all, okay? But I lie a lot, okay? So the reality is this, is that I will never, ever, ever teach Wolf non-surgical. It is the most powerful body work in the world. And not that you wouldn't be able to get it, but it would get diluted, it would get watered down, and guess what? There's no way that's going to happen, because when you can teach somebody how to do Wolf non-surgical in one treatment, they can give up their cane. Does that happen here?
Absolutely.
In one treatment, they can brush their hair because they had an elbow problem, shoulder problem, they can do shoulder checking. In one treatment, we can prove they're not going to have spinal surgery or that they're not going to have hip surgery.
Yeah.
I'll give you a money-back guarantee on that.
With one treatment, a lady came in using 2 poles, very similar age to myself, but using 2 walking canes, came in one treatment, had dealt with her pain. She was walking around with no pain. She went to one cane for a little while, but very quickly gave that up as well. And so now she's in the pool, and as time goes on, she's doing better. She's doing the fiber clear, she's doing the calcium ion therapy. Her body is just making leaps and bounds.
And
but that first treatment got rid of the pain and got rid of the sticks.
Okay, guys, you gotta look at this. I've got a rope.
Yeah.
I tie a knot in it.
Yeah.
That's what you've done.
Yeah.
You've shortened your ligaments, you shorten your tendons, you even shorten the organ because you fried it with inflammation because of this and because of this. So just like on a barbecue. So the reality is we went in there and we untied the knot, we opened up the fibers, her spirit energy came in, her blood flow came in, her lymph flow, bam, bam, guess what? Right before your eyes, scar tissue turns back into connective tissue. Where'd the scar tissue go? It didn't go anywhere. It was the absence of light and energy. It was the absence of light and energy. What is the blood system? The blood system are ferry boats, or I should say the blood cells, are ferry boats of light and energy. When that light and energy can come in between the fibers of muscle tissue, whether it's muscle, organ, tendon, ligament, doesn't matter, joints, it will automatically turn it back into what it used to be. Understand something, old age is just displaced calcium, scar tissue and crystallization. I don't have old age. I'm getting older. Whoop-de-doo-da-day. It's not a big deal. Listen, when you feel stiff, when you've got pain, when you've got inflammation, you've got swelling, that's what old age is. And it's like you think about dying all the time. I don't think about dying all the time. For one thing, we don't die, but what the heck? If you're in pain all the time, some of you just want to get it over with anyways, right? Anyway, so back to the non-surgical thing. I'll tell you this much right now, that if you took a perfect day consult, and you started, and let's say Sandra created a perfect day from the moment you rise until you gently closed your eyes, you would say to us, without even getting to work, you would say 80% of the problem is gone within 3 to 6 weeks usually. I'm not saying all the time, I'm not psychic. So then it would be gone, and then you would say, yes, but I still feel that. Well, guess what? It's beef jerky. We need to go in there and pull those fibers apart and use cell sonic treatment on you. And if you come here, we'll actually do thermography, and we'll be able to tell exactly where any mutation, inflammation, calcification, scar tissue formation, crystallization is. We'll nail every part of your body. You'll know exactly where you stand, eh?
I would make it a priority to come down, because couples that want to be loving and caring towards each other, you want to be able to help your wife deal with that last little bit that's left after you've done the protocols and we've gotten rid of 80% of whatever's going on, and to help each other get rid of those physical bonds. Think about the freedom you can hand to each other. I think it's amazing.
Nobody's here after 1 to 3 days and ever says to us, you sales pitched us. No, we don't need to do that, because we are the real deal. So we need you to really clearly understand that. And guess what? When people are talking, they're talking from their own belief systems. Don't have enough money, don't have enough time, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this before I put myself first. So the reality is this: people make up all kinds of stories based on their belief systems, not about how much they love themselves, because most people don't. So they're always putting themselves at the back of the bus, right, Sandra? Sandra put herself at the back of the bus. You know, we were moving down here to Mexico, and she was supposed to come down here as a consultant. And you know what? It was too much of a gift to give herself that, to come here.
Yeah. I could see the light, and yet I was too afraid to take that step forward. And so, you know what? I just took a couple weeks to breathe and get back into it, and get back into my proper train of thought. And it's like, why don't I just let go of a mortgage, let go of shift work, and why don't I just go hang out in the sun, learn and grow, and help people along the way?
Wow, that sounds pretty bad. You know, I can't believe she's still alive.
We need that mortgage to hold us down, don't we?
So the reality is, you do whatever you need to do. We're not trying to tell you what to do.
No.
But let me just close your eyes for a second. What would it feel like, and what would your life look like if you unconditionally loved yourself? Then you're going to go, well, be real here. You don't understand my story, Daryl. And I'll tell you, you do really well, because you keep repeating it.
Yeah.
So the more you repeat your story, the more it's going to become evident to you that that's your story, because everything is created by you in the long run. Whether it's done on a subconscious or conscious level, you've created everything, just like I've created everything. And the reality is once you love yourself, you'll hold the Braveheart line with your family, your friends, and definitely with the world.
And so if you keep yourself on that repeat mission, do you think you're going to be more convinced of that program or less convinced of the program? So
you are the program. Well,
so we
but
can
wait a
change
minute.
the repeat.
But it's not your program. From 0 to 7, they just dumped a bunch of programs into you, and they put it into that subconscious of yours, and you've been running it since, even if you're 80 years old.
Yeah. And so now we need to take responsibility for ourselves and just say, okay, I just need to do a new pattern. Old friends used to say, I'm on Pete and repeat. Well, we're going to take that from a negative Pete and repeat and make it into a positive one. And simple steps that children can do is, oh, I need to catch myself. I need to breathe. I need to just focus on something different, because we just need to stop that repeat program, turn it into a loving repetition, and rockstar your life.
So we do know this, right? We've learned this in the last 2 years, that repetition is the way to master anyone. Oh wait, no, I mean to master yourself. Oh my gosh. We would never try to master anyone, but somebody might try to master you. Well, maybe they've been mastering you all your life. Anyways, Jeff says, what's that around your neck? This is, I'll be doing a show next week with Peter Webb. This is actually called a bodyguard. This is Italian crystal. And have you ever heard of radionics? Radionics is actually a science, guys. This will actually protect me 10 feet out that way, 10 feet out that way, this way, from my feet down, my head up, against EMF and against different frequencies. But it also has a lot of frequencies in it that it actually gives to me. Now you can say that's just BS. Well, that's okay, you can do that. Great, I think that's wonderful. But why would you believe that I could actually pick up a cell phone and call China? Oh, wait a minute, that's different, Daryl. You know, that's different. This would never do it, but the cell phone would. The cell phone, you gotta charge up and you put it on a charger.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, this is being charged continually. That's what radionics is. And these are all over the world. We have sold, I think we sold something like 50,000 bodyguards, okay? All right, they go on children, they go on adults, they go on pets. Right behind me here This here is for your garden. This will do 50 acres. If you don't believe me, go put this in your house, okay, on the 50 acres, or put it in the garden somewhere, and you'll have a yield of 30% more crops. So the proof is in the pudding, you know.
Yeah.
That one's called the
This is-
protector.
Yeah, we'll do a 200-foot radius from this, so this is for your house.
Yes, and you'll put it in the middle of the house.
Yeah.
And then we have another one right here. And this one is called the Guardian. Not the Guardian, the Defender. This is for a 50-acre building. So a hospital, a school, a church. And then again, you put it in the middle. And then tell me if people don't feel better, heal better. Okay?
Yeah. When I first started, I wore my it's in my pocket because I've just broken the clasp on it, but I keep it on my body. When I went home after the first course with Daryl and I was wearing it, and I'd been wearing it for about 2 weeks, I was a person who wasn't really that aware of myself or my body. And so I went home and I had to go back into night shift. I had the calmest night shift I had had in the, what would have been 12 years I had been doing shift work. And I'm doing my job and thinking, this is wonderful. I didn't realize this little pendant was going to make such a difference. And that was it. So.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's like this, right? You are your beliefs. Okay? So here I want to show everybody, if that's okay.
Yes.
Because I want to show you what actually this is, okay? So if I can open this up, can you, like, here, I want to show you. This is our manual for the non-surgical. When somebody says, why can't you just send me a video?
You want me to hold it?
Here, well, just hold part of it. I just want to go through it and just show them that this is a real training, okay?
Exercises,
Yeah, but it's, you can see there's all the techniques.
positions.
Yeah, this manual, with the writing and everything, the putting together, is $85,000 what it cost us. Okay? And this manual has been written and put together over, my first course I ever did, I was 27 years old in Wolf Non-Surgical. I have the videos. Yarrick, we should play the videos for some. We should play some of the training videos. Okay, so I was wearing suspenders. I had like a mullet thing with long hair.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Disco Daryl, I forgot.
No, I was pretty cool back then.
Okay, okay.
All
We're
right.
past the disco days.
Okay, so here. So we're going to just show you how detailed this is, so everybody understands this is not Inky Dinky Schnitzel House. We are a real school. We are a real college. This will put anything to shame. Any governmented college. I'll tell you what. I'll put my therapist that comes for Wolf Non-Surgical and Whole Life Coach 9 days, Wolf Non-Surgical for 12 days. I will put them up against any practitioner that's been practicing from any other school, any other technique. I don't care. This is not a challenge or a pushback. I'm just trying to tell you something. I will pick the person in the next class, and they will come out and they will work on the person that cannot be fixed by the other practitioners. Okay, so if you take a look, we're just going to go through it.
Yeah.
Okay, it shows everything. We'll go through this. It goes through the whole body.
Emotional connections.
Yeah, this shows everything, all the connections of the body, what's going on. Okay, we'll get into more here. Really get into the anatomy part of it.
Breast restoration.
Yeah, facelift. We do a breast lift. Okay, after we do your breast, your nipple will be up 1.5 inches higher. After we do your abdomen, you will have lost 2 to 3 inches in one abdominal lift when we lift your intestines up that have been stuck together and we got the adhesions out. When we do a pelvis, we can get rid of a cyst, a fibroid in one treatment. It depends on how big it is. We can get rid of a burning that you've had forever, okay? We can get rid of a hiatal hernia in one treatment. One treatment, hiatal hernia. Okay, so we can do a facelift, a breast lift, an abdominal lift. We can do a hip release. After we do your spine, which will take about an hour to an hour and a half to do a treatment, you will be 1/2 inch to 2 inches taller. And we'll measure you before and after. Who can do that? who can do what I just said. We can do a facelift on you because guess what? Go to all the estheticians you want.
Yeah.
We're going to go down into the deeper muscles because the deep wrinkles are actually crevices in your muscle bed, and we can release that. So we're going to go in and we're actually going to do a facelift, and we'll take 5 to 7 years off any woman that's around, what, 50 years old? Mm-hmm. How about that? Is that true?
Remember Stephen? I
Yeah.
did his in the class, and he looked quite a bit younger.
Yeah, this is showing you where all the emotions, what they do, and where they create inflammation throughout the body. This is science now. This was done with an infrared camera, okay? And this tells you where you have different conditions and what the emotion is attached to it. This is real science. This is real health. But no, you're not a light energy, electrical magnetic being. You're just a piece of meat. Okay?
Enough information for you yet?
Yeah. So here we go.
Well, it's going on and on.
Okay. And then when you take that course, you get that. Do you mind?
Yeah.
This is going to fall on my head again.
Well, we'll keep it down this time.
It's a Ukrainian trap. Okay. So then here's the perfect day.
Oops, sorry.
And when I say that, if you learned what was in this manual, now the manual you get when you do the consultation, you get a PDF, is not as big as this, but it is 320 pages and it's yours to keep and it's your Bible. It's called The Perfect Day Lifestyle. This one here is a lot bigger. This is the practitioner's guide, okay? So it has a lot more in it, all right? All diagnosis. Look at this. See the red tongue, black tongue, hairy tongue. That part's, all these way to diagnose and assess yourself is all in your Perfect Day manual that you paid $150 for,
Yep.
along with your lifetime calling. Because like I say all the time, it's a language. Health is a language. Do you really know how to speak it? Let me tell you, we would know if we took a look at you. The way you act, the way you look, the way you feel. And understand something, you need to learn how to feel your way through life. Don't think it, because it's not your brain. Okay? Okay, where are we here?
Yep, this highlighted question is good.
Vagina. I do 16-hour fasting. I don't eat meat. Took your advice and don't consume cheese. I feel strong and healthy, but I have gum infection. That's bum infection, sweetheart. Gum infection is bum infection. I can prove it to anyone. Your dentist won't even tell you that. They don't even know it.
Yeah.
They haven't been trained for it. Gum infection is bum infection. That means you're rotting out in your large intestine. Okay, first of all, you ever go to the farm? You ever see what happens on a hot day? The gases that come off the manure pile? Well, what do you think's happening when you're sleeping? This is the front door. This is the back door. Hot air rises, and you go over and you go, honey, can I give you a kiss? And what does she say?
Oh, maybe after you brush your teeth.
Yeah, because somebody poo-pooed in your mouth, sweetheart. Okay. So the reality is guess what? If you were on a whole plant-based diet, why don't you need, if you're on a whole plant-based diet, why don't you need to have teeth cleaning?
You don't have any putrefaction coming all the way up.
That's right, because you have been creating good bacteria and you have been eating the right fiber, and between the fiber and the water. And what helps the bowels more, fiber or water?
Water.
And what type of water?
Structured water.
Because structured water has no surface tension. A mosquito can't walk on it, it would drown. I don't want to get into it, but our structure unit is somewhere here.
I didn't see it.
I moved it for the other show.
Okay, yep.
There. So this here, try it for 90 days. If I'm wrong, send it back. We also have a shower unit. We have a whole house unit. We have a unit for your pool. And that means that if you have chlorine in the pool and you structure your pool, it will never bother you. You can open your eyes up underneath the water. People go, I don't believe this guy. He's just saying all this stuff I've never heard before. That's right, I am. Okay, Julie, tooth extraction 2 weeks ago, vertigo. Okay, for 3 weeks prior. Okay, well, 3 weeks prior, I get it. Well, that's the infection going in. You should have vertigo. Okay, 11 days of migraine after. Okay, well, I don't know about that one, but you weren't drinking enough warm water.
Yeah.
You also did not take silver bullet gel. and Healthy Mouth essential oil and mix that and swish it around in your mouth every 15 minutes to half hour, that would not have happened.
Yeah.
The inflammation just locked you up, locked your jaw up,
Yeah.
which gave you the migraine.
Remember the black gold's going to pass that blood-brain barrier. It's going to help.
Diamond.
Black diamond, thank you. And it's going to help get those things out that are causing the migraine, right? All
So
those
what if she
toxins.
took some of the black diamond and she mixed it with the silver bullet gel, which is right here.
Yep.
Black diamond, silver bullet gel, and then she took like 2 or 3 drops of immunity essential oil, which is my favorite.
Yep.
And if you want to get the Healthy Mouth, it kind of tastes like mouthwash. That's why we made it like that. So people would kind of, oh, that's mouthwash. So anyways, and then you swish that around in your mouth, and you swish it around for a long time in the area where the extraction was, and that will, the silver is a disinfectant and healer, okay? The black diamond will pick up any heavy metals.
Yep.
It'll pick up acidity, it'll pick up, and it'll drop off micronutrients to that area. And then of course, the essential oils will bring up the vibration and bring down the inflammation. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Julie, RX for mast cell activation, resetting limbic system. You'll have to be a little bit more clear what you're asking us.
So kind of a prescription for mast cell activation. And mast cell is just kind of like allergies gone crazy. Absolutely everything's having a reaction.
But I want to know.
Okay, more personal information.
It would be nice to have more personal information
Right.
from her.
Yeah.
All right, so it's 1:07. We started late, guys. Can you tell me when it's 1:30? Okay, 1:25. So we will go for another 18 minutes.
Sounds good.
Because I have I have John coming on, and he's going to be talking about our Black Diamond sale, about why Black Diamond is the best heavy metal detox, the best way to alkaline your system, and the best way to deliver nutrients to the body. Let me see here. Let's talk about this. But Julie, how's your life been? Because when that happens, that's an anxiety blowout.
Yeah.
So here's the deal. So I'm stressing out. If I'm stressing out, I'm fearing up, I'm releasing HAC, which is histamine, adrenaline, and cortisol. What happens if I keep doing that? Well, first of all, my brain's going to go on fire. So what happens is, if your brain doesn't shut down and put you into depression, because your brain will shut down when it overheats.
Yeah.
Just like a computer, when it overheats, it will shut down. So if it doesn't do that and you push through that, then you're going to create enough inflammation, and that's exactly how you cause this. So it was due to, listen, it's what you ate, it's what you drank, it's what you thought, and you bring those 3 together. But no, I didn't have any extra stress that I usually do. There you go. And if that's true, then we know that every 2 months, every 6 weeks, or you run your own program, you have this blowout, and it lands you on your back. And then your body is not sick. It says, I'm putting you down, Julie. If you can't stop terrorizing yourself and you can't eat properly, I'm putting you in bed.
Yeah.
And then you think it's sickness. So you want to shut down the inflammation, the pain, the stiffness, the headaches, the fevers. But your body says, don't you dare do that. That's the only way we can get rid of this fire.
It has a long task list, so if it can get you to lay down and relax, it can maybe go do a few things. So
yeah, the more you disrespect your body, the more you're going to pay. So understand something. Let's just put it this way. God gave you a Visa card, and it was your health. It was your body. And then you didn't make any payments. You didn't do the perfect day each day and find out how to have a more perfect kind of healthy life. What you did was you believed in all the BS, dysfunctional belief systems that the majority of the population buys into, and then you wonder why you get laid out, why you got migraines, why you got low back pain. You got low back pain because you got a bowel problem, and then you got low back surgery because you rotted out your spine.
yeah.
It can go on and on. I've got the cyst because a cyst is holding the pus. There are pus pockets on my ovaries. Great. Would you rather cancer? So the reality is, we don't know anything about our body, because when we went to health class in school, it wasn't health class.
No, we learned the difference between a Tylenol and an Advil.
And if you don't believe me, then why don't you go find out who prints all the books for all the schools in North America and in Europe. In Europe, it's the Rothschilds, and in North America, it's the Rockefellers. Yeah. And they proved that if you went to school for 12 years, they could own you for the rest of their life. Thank you. Welcome to our world.
Do you supply your natural remedies overseas?
Yes, we do. And all you gotta do is you call and I need this on the information as well. Guys, when we're done here, we're gonna find the real script, okay? We've got the wrong script here today again. And what you wanna do if you're overseas is you can call, if you wanna talk to someone, 250-801. No, my apologies. 250
Yep.
215.
That's right.
250-215-8004.
Yeah.
And you can call on WhatsApp or Telegram or FaceTime.
Yeah.
And they're open Pacific Standard Time from 9 until 5. And if you can't get them, you can call me on my WhatsApp if you have trouble at 250-801-5893. Okay?
Yep.
All right. What else do we have? Anything else? Can we look at the rest of the questions?
There you go. Thank you, Gad.
Time to fast, get healthy. Can I read that, please? Go up. Time to fast, get healthy, fast. Good, it is. I need your help, Dr. Wolf. I need a proper support system. Income is only $1,688 a month, and I need to be in an environment with people who can properly keep on track and get out of my abusive lifestyle. Okay, just listen to this. If that's $1,688 US,
That's a lot.
could they live down here a month?
Ooh,
So if they're on
easily.
disability, they could do it.
Easily.
About $250 to $350 for
Yeah.
rent,
Yeah.
right? And then we know that everything else is not expensive.
No.
And guess what? When you're not locked up in your house like a captive, you don't snack a lot. You don't watch TV a lot. Where are we? Beach, right? Riding around on our bikes
Yeah. Yeah.
every day.
And then you learn to be the person that regulates yourself, because you're saying you want to be with everyone else so they can keep you on track. You'll actually learn how to keep yourself on track. That's our first job, is to train you to take care of yourself.
That's right. That's right. Just leave it there, please, at the end, guys. Thank you. Okay.
I love my bodyguard. Gad, if you can just scroll on the
Wanda
comments.
says, yeah,
first.
I love my bodyguard. Kat, why have you stopped talking about the Wi-Fi? Is the Guardian better? Well, the Wi-Fi is very
Different.
expensive. And the Wi-Fi works. It really does. It's scalar. But understand something. The bodyguard's not as expensive. And guess what? We tested it to find it worked better. And it's a lot prettier. And you can't wear Wi-Fi around your neck.
No.
This, it goes where you go and protects you. Okay, this is a beautiful thing, and it works. That's why I love it. But thank you for the question. Nin, when will Court be available? I don't know when it will be. Let me tell you something right now. Let's all pray for Vietnam. Okay? You don't even want to know what's going on over there. Lisa, is that eczema? That's eczema. So eczema, I'm going to make this really quick, and then you can look it up. You can go to my library, guys. Everything's in my library for free. Okay, eczema is caused because of antibiotics, and they're in your milk, they're in your meats, they're in all dairy products. But just understand something. Eczema, let me tell you, antibiotics will go in, they have a vibration below zero. They go in and turn the yeast into a fungus, but guess what? It's a below zero. You heard what I said? So vibration below zero means that somebody must be already dead or dying. So that turns the yeast into fungus, and the fungus are called drill bit predators. They drill holes in your large intestine. Leaky gut is not in your gut, it's in your large intestine. Did you get that? So now we don't just have trapped protein particles getting into our system, we also have poo particles, we also have bacteria, and that's why you'll find E. coli in your bladder. That's why you'll have all these problems in your pelvis. That's why your low spine will rot out. That's why you have stenosis in your spine. I've got to do this. Okay, I'm going to do this. It'll be next week, though. I'm going to play a tape from a leading surgeon that one of the people that came for help to us actually went to a leading surgeon, and she taped it. She went in and taped it. You got to hear this. I'll go through and I'll stop and I'll tell you what he says. I'll tell you what he says is right. I'll tell you what I believe that he doesn't know.
Yeah.
Okay, not because he's trying to hurt her.
No.
Because we're all programmed, right? And we'll do some teaching on that one. Anyway, so then what happens is, now that you got leaky colon, not leaky gut, and that's just like when they say brain-gut disconnection,
Yeah.
brain-gut connection.
Yeah.
That it's not that, it's brain colon connection. Your large intestine houses 85% of your immune system, called your good bacteria. The Royal Society of Medicine in England proved that in their research. Anyways, enough of that. So the eczema, so now we've got the drill bit breaders, drilling holes, fungus gets into your blood, systemic candidiasis. So guess what? When your cup is filled and it's throughout your whole bloodstream, then it starts coming to the surface and we call that eczema. So she'll go from eczema and then she'll go to psoriasis. If she wants to get rid of it, she can call us, get a perfect day consult. But understand, if she gets into clapping, she gets a silver bullet.
Yeah.
She gets a little bit of the iodine and the a little bit of DMSO and the bright eyes, and she mixes that. She first claps and she causes the eczema to bleed a little pussy to get it open, and then we'll put that on there. And then if we go in and use the daily cleansing tea and we use the black gold, and we're gonna see some big changes.
Yeah.
But if she does the perfect day and gets a consult, bigger changes. Tracy, do you sell the manual outside of taking the course? Nope, we do not. Are you talking about no, there's the non-surgical manual only goes to people who took the course. The perfect day manual, it comes with the consultation as a PDF, and we are gonna start selling the manuals in Canada out of our warehouses and in United States of the perfect day manual, but that's an upsell. We are not going to sell the perfect day manual unless you get the consult. But what you're getting is a $150 consult that's worth, I guarantee you, $2,000, maybe more. So you have to understand something. We can't charge more because people don't think they're worth more. But if we charge $150, we already know because we're doing approximately, some weeks we're doing over 100 consults out of here. Okay, and it's not like a factory just pumping it out. People are treated like real people. Right now, I've got about 7 consults. There's a master consultants, and there's more coming online. So what do you think they do? That's what they do, and they're really good at it. Sarah Snell, is non-surgical helpful for body asymmetry? So if we're talking about really for balance, guys, of course. Remember something, everything's a scar tissue issue. Oh my God, my one leg's longer than the other. Well, it's usually a knotted up hip. Okay, I've got a curvature in my spine. I've got scoliosis or kyphosis. It's all about curvatures, and first treatment will prove to you that we'll bring the kyphosis down, we'll bring the scoliosis down. We may not totally straighten it out, but remember, every time that you get stressed, every time that you have a toxic diet, you create more inflammation and you cause more twisting. Because you're toxic, you get twisted. You're toxic, you get twisted. And if you're twisted up here, you're gonna twist here, throughout your body. I know I'm answering quick, but I'm trying to get through them. Mary, why do you have candida? I don't have candida, thank you. Candida is a fungus that's created from the yeast, which is created by antibiotics and lots of sugars, man-made sugars. It is not created from things like honey and maple syrup and natural fruits. But those things can trigger it once you have it to make you feel like crap. So we've got to go in there and reverse the fungus back to a yeast, okay? Just like we have to change bad bacteria back to good bacteria. What about diabetes and a whole plant-based diet? Well, that would just be the best thing in the world. And what about taking super cinnamon essential oil in your drinking water and watch your insulin drop? Wouldn't that be something? And there's so much else we could do for you, but you've got to get a consult. And I'll tell you why. It's not for the 150. It's because if you don't have a guide and a coach, what do you want, Band-Aids for the rest of your life? We don't want to do that. You want to take the next one? You want to read it?
Sure. Okay, we've already answered that. What causes the bumps on the back of the arms? Does dry skin brushing work for
the
getting
bumps
rid
on the
of them?
back of the arms, you got a lumpy, bumpy person is a person that your skin is the mirror of your what?
Large intestine.
So get it or leave it, take it or leave it, guys. Your skin is the mirror of your large intestine.
Yeah.
The quality of your skin is the mirror of your large intestine.
Yeah. We can't move things, everything's
You can
putrefying, going everywhere. Your body's trying to take it away, far away from the organs that it can, so it's creating lumps and bumps to hide things in.
Yeah, you can skin brush. This is made out of hemp, and this is made out of cactus. And guess why? Because it'll last so long, and it's natural. So you can skin brush your face, your whole body. You can clap it. That's all going to help. Use C60. That'll bring your skin back. but you want to use C60 to bring your eyes, your brain, or even other parts of your body. How many people know that C60, vitamin D, and HUMIC FULVIC, if it's the right HUMIC FULVIC, is the main thing that's being used for the C and the V throughout the world? How many people know that France is trying to make C60 illegal in their country because it brings down the symptoms of the C and the V? Yeah, you heard what I said. There's a lot of things we do for people here. And understand something, if you had the V, stop beating up on yourself. And don't let anybody beat up on you. And don't even tell anybody. Because the people that didn't do the V, they'll just beat you up anyways. Because that's what we're taught to do, is to go out and torture each other. So just keep it to yourself, but if you come to us, let us know, because we want to create protocols to help you have the best life of ever. Okay? You're not a leper. Okay? No, I know, but people like to attack people.
Yeah, yeah. Divide and conquer, right?
Divide and
so
conquer.
now we just have a different definition of who is our enemy.
That's right. Well, it's 1:22. We have 3 minutes.
Okay.
So this will be our last.
Sure. Unfortunately, I don't have the silver bullet, but I've been doing the black diamond daily. Work on bringing those products.
You gotta have the silver bullet.
Yeah, you need all your arsenal. You need all the different products there to handle things.
Yeah, yeah. You sound like an Albertan rancher. Okay, so
Or
the
Simone.
silver bullet comes in an 8 ounce, and because we use it so much and we
Yeah.
sell so much, we're getting a 16 ounce with a pump.
Oh, good.
Because women are using it crazy for what? Tell me what.
Vaginal infusions.
And what does that do? Tell them what it does.
It'll bring back life, right? So the hips create the soup bowl, we're putrefying out, and for females, we've got a lot more organs down here than a man does.
That's right.
So
We've got
we
a
need,
prostate and a bladder.
yeah,
And what do you got?
well, all sorts of bells and whistles. I haven't used very many of them for childbearing just yet. Anyways, yeah, we just need to bring all those components right down to the source of where the problem was. So the silver bullet gel.
You have no idea how lucky you are, women. I know that you're not that lucky because mankind's been picking on you forever, trying to bring you down. But, you know, having a vagina and being able to put beautiful healing things into the vagina doesn't just heal the whole pelvis, it heals the whole body.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So your silver bullet gel, some frankincense, some 5 sprays of the iodine, and some nano fulvic goes in, and we soak, and we're going to do this. I suggest in the beginning to do it every day for at least 2
You want
days,
to learn how to
2
do it
weeks.
for your condition or for the
Yeah.
type of person you are.
Yeah,
Get a consult.
get a consult. Yeah, get all those nutrients down there and help the body to identify what shouldn't be there, and then help move it out.
Do you guys understand something? You are trying to learn how to perfect the greatest gift you've ever been given. So do you think it's just going to be like a Band-Aid? Really? No.
All these things just turn into a love action. We don't need to think of it as a task list. Yeah, women can get so burdened down with tasks and taking care of everybody. Everything that we do, I just think of it as loving myself, and it just turns it into a nice day, a nice Saturday day. Maybe I'm going to have 5 or 6 different things I'm going to do for myself, and by the end of the Saturday night, it's like, whew, I'm ready to go out and have some fun, because you're just so in love with yourself after doing so many things for yourself.
And is it that bad? Do you think you're going to die if you fell in love with yourself? And the reality is, women, whether you want to believe it or not, you've been taught to look after your children, your man, and everybody else in the world. And guess what? And that was the sucker punch.
Yeah,
And it's not that you shouldn't, but guess what? They gave you a manual that didn't work.
yeah.
Go check out my Healthy to 100 manual
Yeah.
if you want. It's in
Yeah.
Spanish and English. My whole website's in Spanish. Okay, and the non-surgical book and the Perfect Day Guide are now being done in Spanish, and they'll be done in 3 weeks.
Nice.
Because I'm going to South America to do a huge training.
Mm-hmm.
We figure there'll be 1,200 practitioners
Nice.
in the training, and they expect to have maybe 1,500
Yeah,
lay people.
yeah.
Okay, so the word's getting out there,
Mhm.
and they're embracing it, because people go on YouTube and then they put Spanish on, and then all my shows come up underneath written in Spanish.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah,
So, you know, the world is opening up to us in some ways and trying to close down in others.
yeah.
But just, we want to thank you for coming on, don't we?
Yeah, we do. We do. And remember, you need to find people that will train you first and treat you second. And that's what we're all about.
Yeah, because if you're getting treated, you're going to get mistreated.
Sooner or later.
And you know what? Think about this. You know how to change the filter on your vacuum, or maybe you don't. But the reality is wouldn't you like to know how to change the filter in your body? Wouldn't you want to know how to get the cork out? Wouldn't you want to know how to fill your heart up? Okay, that's what we'll do for you, or we'll definitely give it the best shot ever. How about, I gotta be on in about half an hour with John, and then this afternoon we have the pain-free pelvic ladies, gonna be talking about something at 4 o'clock. And then tomorrow, I don't think I'm on at all.
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Zoom call with Fabian.
No, but that's nothing. So anyways, you'll get a break from me from Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, but expect beautiful videos on the beach and little chit chat from me here and there, okay, because I've got a project I've got to finish, so I've got to go into lockdown for about 3 days. Anyways, I want to thank everybody for coming on. Can we see the bottom, please? Just so know everybody that you can go to iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, and you can get all my audios from all my shows, and you can download them and listen to them. Okay, just know this, that we're also on Telegram, we're also on Bitchute, we're also on Odyssey, we're also on Brighton, okay, and I think that's it for that. And just know this, guys, that you can also just join us, go into our library, and start taking massive personal action, because it's one love, one law, unconditional love for oneself. How much time do you spend? Okay, look what you've done for others. Let's see what you can do for yourself. How about you read it? Do you want to read the Braveheart quote and we'll end it there?
Sure.
Okay.
I am love, I am healed, I am Braveheart. Today and every day, from the moment I rise until I gently close my eyes, I promise to trust, honor, respect, protect, forgive, and totally love myself, first and foremost, before anyone else or anything else. So help me God. Because I am, I can. I am Braveheart. Take care, everybody.
God bless. 3, 2, 1. We got this together. You know, it's not good enough to have the most powerful courses, treatments, and training. We want to deliver to you the adventure of a lifetime that's going to last a lifetime. And I'm going to take you on a little adventure right now and show you what we are going to deliver. What are we going to deliver? We are going to deliver the authentic you, the real you, the genius inside. How would you like to become not just the master of your mind, but the master of your body, the master of your life? You know what? The most important world is your world, and we're about to show you how to create it.
Found Dr. Wolf and all his positivity and trying to reshape our way of thinking and help me be a better person, a better mom, better wife. I'm glad I found him in person in Ixtapa, Mexico.
Never limit yourself to beautiful, because that's what you are. Take a look at this beautiful place. We all deserve beauty in our life. You need to create a new program that is unlimited when it comes to things that are beautiful, things that make you happy, things that make you shine, things that make you feel excited. Let's get excited.
This guy's got something really interesting to say and he's sharing it really openly and we're just really not caring what other people think, and I just thought that was really empowering.
What I've learned in my life is this: to be the change you wish to be the change you wish to see, Braveheart, you have to understand you take life one step at a time.
Dr. Wolf, as many people will have seen, is very direct and straight and will take you to the edge of the cliff, as he says, and then pull you back just in time.
Never lose your focus. Never lose your dream, because you are the dream maker.
It's called image, but guess what? It's your imagination. The image that you hold creates the thought that you live with. That thought creates an emotion that creates a frequency, and we know that the invisible creates the physical. I mean, that's quite obvious. So be the power that you seek and understand something, that all your thoughts matter. And guess what? Unless you're willing to take a look at those thoughts and retrain your brain, change your personality, you'll never change your reality, and your reality could become infinite.
He's a wealth of information, and I love it.
You were created by your creator to create. So let's create something amazing together.
I found Dr. Wolf and I went, wow, here's a truth speaker. And he spoke to my soul and he spoke truth.
So tell me what you think of the destination that I came up with my imagination to hold the whole life coach certification for you. Understand something. It's all about beauty. It's all about adventure. It's all about stimulating the mind, okay? And understanding that your mind is unlimited. And that is what the whole life coach certification is all about. In the whole life coach certification, we are going to go deeper. We have people coming to us, professionals coming to us, from doctors to nurses to accountants to oil riggers to mothers that want to expand their life. And when they come here, they go, I need to learn to help my family, or I want to improve my business. But guess what? We get into their business. When they leave, they become the change that they wish to see, that they wish to be. They become the gift to the world, because when you can stay in the present, and you can't do that until you have unconditional love and care for yourself. And I'll tell you something right now. I have hardly even found 1 out of 1,000 practitioners or even so-called whole life coaches that can hold the present moment and own it and then give it as a gift. And this is what I'm going to give to you. And when you come here, this is where you're going to come into this room when you need to find alignment, you need to find balance, and you need to get back into your lion heart breath, because we're going to go deep into your heart and we're going to become the spark that you seek.
And actually what I really love about Dr. Wolf's teachings is that unconditional love is literally it. And then you're like, how can it be that easy? That's just silly. So, but it's really not.
Come play, come stay, come train with us today. Understand something. I know we have fear, but understand, that's just false evidence appearing real. I get it. Stick your toe in, feel the water, but then I want you to dive right in, because
How I found my Braveheart was through Daryl. He really teaches you to go within and go in through your heart and not your mind, because your heart's a lot more connected to so much more than your mind. Your mind is just so conditioned and your heart is just so open and beautiful.
you're the answer that you've been looking for. Let me teach you how to fly. What does that mean? First, love yourself, Braveheart. Let's take life in and win.
I had just lost my husband a couple of years ago. With his passing, he gave me the greatest gift to love myself. But Dr. Wolf gave me the greatest gift in understanding that.
I had a dream 3 years ago that I would live in Mexico and I would have this training center, this teaching center, this treatment center that would touch the world. Your dreams are never too big. And when they start to create a little bit of anxiety, turn them into excitement. And get excited, because this is your life.
He's the first doctor that I have encountered that has truly given me the truth, and not just half-truths, but the full truth. So it's been revolutionary for me in my healing process.
And this, my friend, when you take on the dream of all dreams, and you realize that if you stay connected to your breath, that you can have it all. Do not let anybody take your breath away. Do not let anybody steal your dream, okay? Listen, God gave you imagination. This is your sandbox of life. Take your life back. Right now, we are teaching courses to people that have come from all over the world, and the government is saying you can't travel, you can't breathe, you can't have this, you can't come together. Yes, we will. And we will do it with unconditional love for each other. And we will learn to grow. We will not judge each other. We'll observe and see where we can support each other. But at the same time, we will hold the Braveheart line, because this is the only way that we can grow. So find your roar, because you're so much more. And learn this. You are the unconditional love that you've been looking for. You are the dream maker. I can't wait to see you. We want to become that small piece of the puzzle that brings your dream together. Thank you. Let me ask you a question. What do you think it would take to turn your life around? I can tell you right now, I learned that a long time ago, what the key was. And anybody that has been able to perfect the perfect day on an emotional, physical, and spirit level knows this. The answer is massive, personal action. That's what it's going to take for you to turn your life around. And to turn your life around, you're going to have to go within if you want to change without. And that's the bottom line. And you know, people think that they can do it like with a consultation, or maybe they can do it with a telephone call, or a Band-Aid, or a 911 emergency, a treatment. But understand, that's not the way it is. The day that you realize that when you master your mind is the only time you're going to master your body. Forget your life. That's always going to be just random luck until you know that you must become the master of your day. From the moment you rise until you gently close your eyes, you must be the only authority for you. And if you think that getting an hour consultation is going to do it, it's not. If you think that going for therapy is going to do it, it's not. You have to submerge yourself into what we would call the personal treatment and training. And you need to do that from anywhere from 6 days to 10 days, or you need to come for my whole life coach certification, because if you don't go in deep, you'll never make changes. They say it takes 10,000 times for you to repeat something before it becomes a prominent, dominant thought. And if you understood that 70 to 90% of all your thoughts are not yours, and they say that 70% of your thoughts are toxic, tell me they're not. Take a look at the majority of the population. 92% of the population has an autoimmune disease, which means the body is attacking itself. Before that, though, the person was attacking themselves on a subconscious, unconscious level. And that, my friend, is the bottom line, and why you must take a personal treatment and training and go deep and understand how to run your life. What that means is learning how to think, how to drink, how to eat, and knowing when somebody is mistreating you, when someone is disrespecting you, because until you honor and respect yourself, no one else is going to do it. So understand, this is your life. If you want to live your passion and purpose, then you must become the master of your mind to become the master of your body so that you can become the light for your family. So please, consider this. You've got the time and you've got the money, because you're going to change the rest of your life for the rest of your life, and that's my guarantee to you.